If you get fired for smoking pot in Oregon, there's really nothing you can do about it under current state employment laws.
But a new Senate bill is taking aim at employers who might discriminate against those who use it legally. Our Jennifer Dowling with more on this. Jennifer?
Good afternoon. Because Oregon is an at-will employment state, that means you can get fired without much recourse, even if you're using pot on your own personal time. Now, if a new bill passes, there would be more protections for workers.
I feel like what people do on their own and in their own time is totally their business.
Jesse Wakely is a regular customer at Terpene Station. He says while he works for a pot-friendly employer, not everyone has that luxury.
I know that there are people out there.
Check that out, and then let's check out.
The bud tenders here say customers have shared their fears of losing their jobs for using marijuana, even after it became legal.
A lot of people were very concerned about the information of them being in one of these shops getting back to their employers.
Both say to clear the cloud of fear surrounding its use, Senate Bill 301 is a step in the right direction.
I think that's totally a good call, seems totally reasonable.
The bill would prevent Oregon workers from being fired for off-the-clock marijuana use. It also prohibits an employer from refusing to hire people or forcing them to abstain from marijuana as a condition of employment.
Although voters passed Measure 91, that did not affect employment law.
The Bureau of Labor and Industry says they investigated a discrimination claim from a medical marijuana patient years ago. Though they felt they proved that discrimination to a lower court, a higher court shot their findings down due to the same employment law.
Employers generally can hire and fire based on marijuana usage, even if that usage is on the weekend or not at work.
Since pot can stay in your system for 30 days, marijuana supporters say until accurate on-the-job testing can be developed to show when someone smoked it, protections are needed.
If it's not affecting their overall job performance, I don't see why that should be an offense.
Now, there would be occupational exceptions under this bill, such as employees who use heavy machinery. We reached out to the sponsor of the bill, Ann Lininger, to try to find out what specific jobs might be in that exceptions category, but she was not available for comment today. Back to you.
All right, keep us posted.